Hello, this is Shay. Um, I want to discuss something that was being discussed in a Facebook group that I'm in, and it's about when is it okay to be the other woman, or should I say, when is it okay to date a married man? Um, there are times when a man is married and his wife is not taking care of him properly. They have a sexless marriage, or the wife is not, she's abusive, verbally abusive, emotionally abusive. She's not, feeding him in terms of cooking and, doing what her wifely duties are supposed to be, and that's whatever they agreed upon. And so, sometimes you tend to want to seek refuge in someone else. Now, I have my own viewpoints on that, but I'm not going to go there yet. Um, one of the gentlemen was saying, well, what if your wife is not taking care of you? You know, why can't a man go get his needs taken care of elsewhere? And that's where the side chick, or the mistress, comes in. Um, there are also times when a man is tired of the same old sex with his wife, and he's bored with it, and no matter how she flips it and does whatever she needs to do to make it interesting, it sometimes it still doesn't satisfy the man. So he will take he will take part in um, in extramarital affairs, or you know take part in being with his mistress to to satisfy his sexual needs. So um, my opinion on it is that you need to take care of what's going on in your marriage first, because you married the person because you felt that that person was going to be the one that you're going to spend your life with. If you made a commitment with someone that says that you are ready to be committed to this this one person, um, then you should be sure about the decision that you make and not retract on that, after I guess it gets boring to you, So some people get involved in relationships, um, or I'm sorry, some people get involved in marriage or commitment way before they allow themselves to test the waters. That I believe everyone should um, date and meet new people and see what type of um, personalities that suit you best, that you can live with. I mean, you don't really know what is great for you if you don't know what's out there. So I think people should allow themselves to date a lot of people. I mean, not having sex, but at least meet people, get to know people, get to date different personalities, and see what works for you, or what's better suited for you, or what you admire in your better half. So, um, there are a lot of women out there that will date a man hoping that the husband divorces his wife and marry her. The chances of that happening is 50-50. He's not guaranteed to be with that woman. He's not guaranteed to be with you after. Like, he might just say, well, since I'm single now, I might want to test the waters and see what else is out there. I know what you have to offer. Let me see what else I can get. Or, he might just be the type of man that needs to be married and will, get and then marry you right after. Marry the woman who was the mistress. So it's very interesting. I don't believe that people should cheat. I think that you shouldn't get married if you feel that you're going to need to cheat. I think marriage is after you realize that I'm done with playing the field. I've seen and conquered all I had to conquer. Now I want to move forward and build a life with one individual. And when you're at that point, I mean, nothing's guaranteed, but at least you can say that you've had a chance to experience all that you felt. You've got it out your system, basically. So I believe that you should get all of that out your system and make your mistakes, learn from your mistakes, and you know, and I guess then you make the decision whether or not you're going to be married, or if marriage is what is best, works best for you. I don't know, but I mean, like the being the mistress, it's funny because I was reminded of the Fantasia story recently, how the wife sued her for breaking up a marriage. The woman blamed her for knowingly getting involved in a relationship with a married man, and she sued Fantasia for damages. And I didn't even know that was possible, but I guess you could sue anybody for anything, but I don't even know if she lost or won the case or not. But that was definitely something that I believe was epic. It was definitely something that I think it was a trend. It was something that would start a trend with other wives, seeing that was possible, to not press charges, but file for a lawsuit suing the mistress for damages. So that's interesting. So you know, but some people look down on the mistress, and I don't believe that is 100% her fault. I mean, once you know, then it's your decision to make sure, to move on that decision. If you know that this is a married man, then now the ball is in your court. What are you going to do? Are you going to leave him? Or, you're going to tell him, I will not see you unless I get divorce papers proving that you're a single man now. I mean, how are you going to react to that? So, but the flip side of that is the man will talk so bad about the wife that he will make you think that it's definitely over. They're not seeing each other. It's just and sometimes it's a lie. So these women are deceived into being the mistress by talking so bad about the wife, saying that there was one story where the woman was she had medical issues that she couldn't have sex with him, and the woman, I guess, felt that she felt bad for the guy and started having relations with him, and the wife called her after she found out. I guess she searched her husband's phone and called her and approached her on her being, her being a mistress, or, she noticed there's a lot of phone calls coming from this number. She wanted to know what was going on. And I guess they got into a conversation, and the wife was like, that's a lie. I'm not sick. I mean, how would he tell you that I'm sick and I can't have sex with him? And, so come to find out that this guy deceived her into believing his story. So a lot of times I think it's best to not even date a married man. That's just how I see it. No matter what he says about the wife, that's between him and his wife. They need to take care of that, and they need to resolve that or dissolve that relationship, and move on and meet someone new. Because once you're to the point where you start dating other people, or just that right there is just, you might as well just leave your marriage. You might as well. If you guys can't fix it, if there's irreconcilable differences, then maybe it's just best to go ahead and file for a divorce. A lot of times they say divorces are too expensive, so that's why people, really don't push for it so fast, or they don't pursue it, because they have other financial, responsibilities to take care of. So they always hear that um, divorces are too expensive, or whatever. So that's why it doesn't happen. But there's cheap divorces out there. Like I said, I don't personally believe that it's okay to date a married man. I don't care how much you need to be loved and held at night. There is no consolation for your self-respect. If this man told you that he's married, he is letting you know, I need you to be very wary of the fact that I'm not going to spend a lot of time with you. That's his way of saying, you're not number one. I have someone, and it's time for you to, you have to realize that you're not exclusive to me, and whatever. So, I mean, there are women that know how to use that to their benefit. I've heard a fact. Well, if you want me to be hush hush about this, I need to see a Gucci bag here and there, or you need to hit me off for my rent money or whatever. So, and sometimes that works, depending on the guy's wallet and whatever. I personally don't agree with any of that. I just believe that you should just tell that man to take care of his issues, and find somebody that may be better suited for you, who doesn't have the baggage. Because at the end of the day, if he doesn't spend holidays with you, he's still in love with his wife. All right, that's one thing. That's a sure sign. And if he does spend holidays with you, that still doesn't mean that he is not in love with his wife. That just means that he can get away with um, not spending holidays with her. So it's just something that you really need to look at and see, what you can deal with. But I don't personally believe that any woman should deal with a married man. I just think they need to leave him alone and let him take care of his baggage, and get out of that, so that you can have exclusivity, or whatever. So, a lot of men are so busy trying to be the man instead of being a man. That's how I see it. Like, stop trying to accumulate a whole bunch of women. And if that's the case, then you let these women know that they're not the only one. You don't have to lie. You're not the man if you have to lie and cover up your tracks. I mean, that's not truly being a man if you have to deceive people. So anyway, it's interesting. Like I said, when it comes to females making these decisions, I think that they need to err on the side of where their heart is, because at the end of the day, there can't be anything good about being in a relationship with a married man at all. I don't care. So, All right, that's my 2 cents or 3 cents or whatever. And feel free to leave me some comments on how you feel about it. And I guess I'll talk to you soon. Take care.